Hey guys, it's Luna Plays here, back today with another video. So today, w- we're going to be talking about the time that I had my very first worst job interview of my life. Uh, I was 16 at the time, so, uh, I was broke and determined to get my first job. You know, that phase where, uh, you like, I am an adult now because I printed a resume. That was me. The local pizza place had a handwritten sign out front that said hiring. Uh, Destiny. I walk in on a Wednesday afternoon in my nicest polo. Uh, which I ignored or ironed, using a straightener. Don't judge me, okay? The manager, mid 40s, tired eyes, sauce stained apron, meets me at the counter. Interview? He asks. I say, yes, like I'm about to propose. Uh, he leads me to a tiny table in the corner next to a fridge that uh, hums louder than my confidence. He he sits, scans my resume like it's a treasure map with no treasure, and goes, "So why do you want to work here?" And listen, I had referenced this answer. I had lines, I had bullet points, but for some reason, my mouth betrays me and says because I'm broke. I just raw honesty. Uh, he blinks. I panic and try to fix it. And and I love pizza and people. I love people who eat pizza. He writes something down. I'm pretty sure it's liability. He moves on. Tell me about a time you solved a problem. That's when my phone rings. Loud. Not just any ringtone. Some dumb meme song my friend said as a joke. And I never changed it. Blast in the silent pizza place. Like a car alarm in a library. I fumble for it, drop it. It skitters under the chair, and then I bend down to grab it. My knee hits the table and knocks a plastic cup of water directly onto my application. The paper soaks it up a sponge, or like a sponge. The ink uh, migrates like birds in winter. The manager just watches, motionless, like he's witnessing art. Sorry, I say, grabbing napkins, patting down the paper like CPR. Revive it. The phone finally stops. The fridge keeps humming. Somewhere in the kitchen, a timer beeps like it's laughing. We continue somehow. What would you say are your strengths? He asks, and in full collapse mode, I say, I'm resilient. He raises an eyebrow. Example. I look at the soggy application, then at my dripping phone, and go, this. He chuckles, despite himself. Okay, small win. He decides to try a practical test. Let's see how you handle the register with a pretend order, he says, standing. He brings me to the counter. Large pepperoni, extra cheese, garlic knots, and 2 sodas. The manager says, add it up. I stare at the register like it's spaceship. Control panel. The buttons are even labeled with abbreviations that could be either menu item or ingredients. Runs, I find LPEP. Hit it and the screen beeps significantly wrong. Squeeze. I try again. Wrong again. The customer looks at the ceiling like he's praying for delivery. The manager leans in. You have to start with the new order. I hit it. Now it works. I actually get the items in. It's going okay until the customer hands me fake cash and I freeze. On the change, math under pressure is evil. I'm counting in my head, then out loud, then too loud. That would be 7, no, 8, 50 change. The manager taps the drawer button. It pops open like a judge's gavel. He gently shows me the count. My soul leaves my body to sit on the soda fountain. We go back to the table. He asks, how would you handle a difficult customer? I say, apologize, fix the order, stay calm. He nods. What if they're yelling? I say, stay calm. He nods again. What if they're wrong? I say, they're still right. He actually smiles. Good answer. We finish. He stands, shakes my hand, and says, we'll be in touch, which, as you know, is corporate for try Taco Bell. I walk out feeling like a damp receipt tossed by the wind. 2 days later, I get a call, not from the pizza place, from the coffee shop next door. I had also applied there because caffeine is a personality trait. The manager says, can you come in for an interview? The pizza guy recommended you. I'm like, what? I showed up. I showed up and he really did recommend me. I'm like, what? I show up, the new manager, clean shirt, clipboard. He laughs and goes, he said, you had a memorable interview. Thought you might be better with our slower register. I tell him the story. He's cracking up somehow. The second interview goes smooth. I keep my phone on silent the water stays in the cup, and the register, it was a giant new order button. I get the job. A week later, I see the pizza manager outside on his smoke break. I thank him. He shrugs. Honest, he shrugs and says, "You weren't terrible. You were honest, and you didn't give up." Then he also grins. Grins also. Our register is cursed. So yeah, worst interview ever, definitely. But also, low key, the reason I landed a better fit. Moral of the story: silence your phone, respect the power of water cups, and remember, sometimes the flop is just a detour to win. So yeah, guys, moral of the story is just, yeah, keep your phone on silent, make sure water stays in the cup, and also subscribe, leave a like on the video. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. Subscribe if you know. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace. Also, by the time you see this, I'm probably going to be live on Twitch or even YouTube. So, peace. Have a good night.
Butterfly in the doors, make them all go. 30K in my face, I still don't show. You talking down when you looking up and I'm like, what's up? You talking down when you looking up and I'm like, what's up? They leave me out for the dead and now they know they're fucked. All my texts are unread, that's how I know